What's up, YouTube? I felt impressed to share a story about my drinking when I used to drink. Um, so I got stuck in a bathtub for it was like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. But being stuck in the bathtub for that long is traumatic. So I was cutting back on drinking. Hold on. I was cutting back on drinking and I knew I had a problem. But the only way to really get better is abstinence, and I decided to get good and drunk. So, to my recollection, I bought 4 or 5 of those airplane bottles and a Steel Reserve 40, and I drank all that. And I went to the bathroom to take a pee. Mind you, I'm feeling pretty good at this moment. Thought I was feeling good. Here's my Hemper vape cartridge. It says Hemper on it. It's got the logo. This is on Amazon for like $5. I know it's a lot of money for something so cheap, but I like silicone. Anyway, back to the story. So I went to go pee, and I sometimes lose my balance because I have a head injury, and I fell in the bathtub, and I'm sure it was because I was drunk, but I fell face first into the bathtub. There's no water, but I was in there for so long struggling to get out that I'm 6'6", so laying flat in a tub is kind of hard to do. And I was face down and I was stuck, and I tried getting out for an hour and I started throwing up, and I had to pull the plug on the drain because I closed it when I fell in. I had to pull the plug on the drain to get rid of some of my vomit. Luckily, I didn't have any food in my system, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten out of there. It would have been too slippery. My phone was in the other room. I called out for help for an hour and 20 minutes, and then I finally said a prayer. I finally said, God, help me get out of this. Something to that effect. And then something said, just put your legs underneath you and arise, stand up, something like that. And I was able to get my knees underneath me, and I flopped out of the bathtub and got onto the tile floor, and made it a goal to quit drinking. It took me a long time after that. I went to rehab a couple times, 3 or 4 times, probably 5 or 6. But if you know someone they're trying to quit drinking, don't discourage them from stopping, even if they keep relapsing. They may seem unhappy, but it's an accumulative effect. Every attempt that you make to quit your benzo or your alcohol or your cigarette adds up to you finally quitting that substance. So all the times that I went to the hospital, detox, and man, I was traumatized. I was traumatized by my drinking. I didn't know what was going to happen. One time I woke up, I thought I was in a carnival. I kept asking when was my turn on the ride, and then I sobered up. I realized I was in the hospital. So if you're trying to quit drinking, buy. I would spend like $300 or $400 in cannabis and detox with the doctor, but get like a bunch of joints already rolled because you're gonna be throwing up a lot. You're gonna need to smoke a lot of flour. And when I detoxed the last time, I threw up maybe once or twice, in a whole week, and I was drinking a gallon of vodka a day. And I took Librium, and I did it up in the mountains. My dad gave me a pill every 8 hours, and all the medical people were like, "He's gonna have a seizure. He's gonna have a seizure." Didn't have a seizure. They just want you in a facility just in case. It's a money-making thing. You don't have to detox in a detox facility. You could detox at home. You just got to find the right doctor to prescribe you the medicine. Get a good support network. Tell people what you're trying to do. Let's put this back. This is grape pie. And this is King Louis in here. Don't let... What's going on with my goatee? There it is. Some shadows. Don't let other people discourage you from quitting your problem. You gotta quit that garbage. I took my night meds. So I would have a bad drunk, go to a hospital, be sorry for 3 days, and then the cravings would take over. And then I would leave the hospital AMA, go get drunk, and repeat the process. That's how fucked up I was. See, I was trying to self-medicate with the wrong medicine. This medicine comes from the earth. This medicine comes from the earth. This medicine comes from the earth. Hash. I don't want a little piece of hash. Thank you to whoever gave me this hash. I really appreciate it. They know who they are. Still got like 9 grams. So be careful what you watch on TV. If you have a problem with pills, stay away from Dr. House, Nurse Jackie, all those pill popping shows. If you have a problem with alcohol, watch out for prohibition shows. They glorify alcohol. That will lead you back to your poison. It's funny because I knew people in AA that used to watch Sons of Anarchy together. I wonder how many of them are still sober. Glorifying drugs and alcohol. All right, that's it.